What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? We in these streets.
Just take 3.
Man, thank you for being here, Alchemist.
I'm finally here. You've been asking me for like forever, right?
And you finally gave in. You finally gave in.
I'm not one to do this type of thing, right?
Yeah.
As I told you, I've been wanting to do my own channel.
Yes.
And I got this fear of failing.
Failing?
Yeah.
In what way? Failing in what way?
Like, you know, whenever you, like, I always expect myself to do good.
Yeah.
At every
Which is good. Which is a good thing.
With that, you also have that fear of, flip, what if it doesn't work out?
Everyone has that, dude.
Right? But now, that prevents me from starting something. So I have an idea. And I'm like, what if it doesn't work out?
Stop
And
that.
I'm like, So even like when you said like, dude, like come on, don't you want to like talk in the streets? And I'm like, I'm not a talker, man. What the heck are we going to talk about?
Dude, whenever we talk a lot. So I don't know how you can say that you're not a talker.
But there's no pressure.
There is no pressure. There is no pressure. Like, just forget there's millions and millions of people.
Yeah, that pressure's gone now. Thanks for that.
But you can't think about it. Just think about it's just me and you. That's it. Don't think about anything else.
I guess the more we speak, the less you'll think about it.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's weird because, okay, two things I want to mention.
I want to look as cool as you.
There's nothing.
I'm gonna sit like,
There's nothing cool about the way.
I got no muscles though, right? I was talking about
I'm so skinny right now. I've been low carbing.
Screw you.
I've been low carbing.
Don't
and
lie. I saw you eat that Gatsby. You lie. The Lord heard everything.
The streets don't lie.
Exactly. How dare you?
That was just one day. There was a cheat meal.
That's like every day for me.
But I've been low carbing because I wanted to see, like, is it the carbs that's making me harbor this extra fat, or is it the fats that I'm eating?
Screw you. Extra fat.
So I went low carb, and I'm like, okay, it's not the carbs. So now I need to carb up again and stop looking so skinny. I need to carb up again and then drop the fats because it's the fats that's making me fat.
Wouldn't be quiet, right? I was like, dude, you want some carbs? Hold on. Here you go. I could just like, donation for you. Yeah. Funny to so. Yeah, but I must say, I watched that episode.
Which one?
When you were eating the
Gatsby.
The Gatsby's.
Oh yeah.
And I watched that one.
Why did
he ate it all? My guy. Those guys are my hero, man. I'm like eat one a quarter. I'm like,
are you serious? No.
But remember, I don't work out like you, right? So I don't have that metabolism where I can.
But you're a big guy. You're like 2 feet tall.
2 feet.
Stuff. Yeah, dude, you're big.
2 feet, guys. I'm 2 feet tall. No, I was like, damn. He ate all of it. Even like another big guy. Like,
did you really think I wasn't gonna finish it?
No, I thought like you have one and you're like,
no, dude. You know, when I was, when was it? Not too long ago. Like, I was training for that. You know that challenge that I do every year.
The mountain one.
Yeah. Now, when I was doing that, right, I used to do like 2 summits per session all the time, and after that, I would normally have a Gatsby or anything high carb, right? And I would have half a Gatsby in there, and I'd be like, I want more. It wasn't filling enough.
But I remember I spoke to you once about that, right? Because you used to post on your Instagram your cheat meals.
Yeah.
I once used to be like, my guy. And I was like, how does he eat all of the... Because I mean, I'm a big guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't train, obviously.
But right? You are a big guy.
I'm a big guy, but...
You should be able to pack it away.
But, dude, I'd see you eating, you're like, you ate all of it. I'm like, what? What? But I was watching an episode, I'm like, I can't wait for that one chip to fall now. And then it's on me, bro. colored rules. Here we go.
Los chips is fair game.
I was like, I can't walk, can't wait. And there's two big guys. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. And then I was like, doop. I was like, oh God. I'm like, wow.
The one thing I must say, like, when we were eating it, he didn't like, he ate his half or whatever. But whenever fell, no, he didn't take it. Like scavenging.
You must teach him properly, though.
So I was like, bro. So
No, you must teach him properly.
I was like, bro.
What's his name?
Sizwe.
Sizwe. You must teach him properly. If a chip falls, it's fair.
Because even some of his steak also fell. I was like, bro.
No.
I was like, bro, this is fair game, bro.
If it was the two of us and that steak fell, dude, I'm like, it's on. Batman versus Superman. It's on. Here we go. Let's get it on.
Yo, man.
I was like, yo, nah, these guys are my hero. Like, woo.
Yeah, I'm planning the next one already. I got an idea for the next one.
But I need to. I was actually talking to my wife, and we're like, we need to lose some weight because, like, especially since I had COVID, right?
Oh yeah.
I had it very bad, and I was like, since then I can feel my body's changed for the worst.
In what way?
People don't understand, right? They just because you didn't experience it like the other person, they don't understand how bad it can be.
Yes.
Like with me, my hair fell out. My hair started falling out, right? Even now, my hair is not like. I decided.
We had the conversation.
Exactly, and I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna grow my hair now, right? Because it was falling out, and I was thinking to myself, oh, flip, this could be my last chance to grow my hair. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna let it grow, and I did that, right? And eventually, because like I used to shower me, right?
Yeah.
And I used to do the whole Pantene adverts, right? I'm like, it's so wonderful, and I'm like, wait. Why? What's with all this hair? And then I look down, I'm checking like,
that must have been so scary.
It was, right?
Was this while you still had it or after?
No, so this is after.
How long afterwards?
No, it was like, could have been a couple of months afterwards already. So I didn't get that part of the long term.
Yeah.
Like I didn't lose my immediately. Then it started falling out, right? And then I was like, oh gosh, don't tell me I'm gonna be bald because I can't grow a beard. I'm not gonna look. No beard, no hair. I'm like, I'm not gonna look.
Bruce Willis, bro.
I ain't no Bruce Willis, come on. And I'm like, oh crap. Then I went to the hairdresser, right?
Oh yeah.
And I like asked her like, okay, what do I do? And she's like, look, it could be just a phase, where your hair like falls out, and then it will like grow back type of thing. Right? And then eventually I'm like, okay, and I started like just trying to wash it like every day, and then I was like, okay, it's not falling out anymore, thank the Lord. But like even like now, like my hair is starting to fall out again.
Okay.
So I don't know now, since now this COVID thing, like that was one of the main things, and I was like, oh damn. And then obviously like my lungs are messed.
Both of them.
I get tired very quickly.
Really?
Like I used to be so unhealthy, right?
Okay.
I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest, sir. I'll be honest on these streets, right? You need to be honest, people, right? And I'm like, oh, my lungs is like gone, dude. Like I'll walk. Like I used to shower me even. I get out of the shower, I'm like, like I'll sit there, like,
like that bad.
Yeah, dude. And like my wife's like puts the fan on.
Whoa.
Like,
Even like, something simple as washing yourself.
Like even now, sometimes I still like get like I run to breathe just from showering.
Really?
And I have to stand outside and get the air back. That's why. And then I started to exercise.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't push it too much, right? And then one day, dude, I was just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't get my breath back. Oh gosh, I can't get my breath back. And then you start panicking. And then I was like, it put me off, dude. I was like, I don't want to feel that again. But now you start obviously eating.
Oh yeah.
Terrible stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I feel so sluggish. You feel terrible.
Yeah.
Right? And I get why people like eat healthy because it feels good. It does feel good. You feel cleaner, you feel lighter.
Yeah.
But now since I was sick, I'm like that to get back to that mentality, man, of I'm gonna focus and I'm gonna start losing weight. I'm finding it so difficult, dude. So difficult.
Sure, that is scary if you can't breathe, dude.
Dude, that was one of the worst experiences. Like when I was sick, right? Like sick. I used to just turn and like I couldn't breathe. It was so bad, dude.
What?
It was. And look, I never had asthma. I had nothing like that, dude. I was like healthy. As unhealthy as I ate, I was pretty healthy.
Yeah, you didn't have any underlying conditions or nothing.
Exactly, and that thing just got me like that, dude.
Boom.
I was still working, right?
Really?
And I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I don't feel liquor. It's during Christmas time. And you know that week of Christmas?
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, I'm feeling worse and I'm feeling worse. And I'm like, this doesn't feel like my normal flu, man. And then I was like, I can't get comfortable. Like, you know, you lay, I can't feel comfortable. My back's paining. And then I like got worse and worse. And my wife's like, I couldn't go to the doctor because at that time, if you got those symptoms, you couldn't go.
I remember you couldn't go, yes. They asked you over the phone
Exactly.
or something.
So that doctor was trying to treat me over the phone.
Yeah.
Right. And then my wife even got a nurse to come in.
Wow.
To try and give me a drip, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then she put the drip in, she took my blood pressure. And then she walks out of the room, I'm like, what's going on here, right? And then she's like, Mr. Collison, you need to go to the hospital. Because you like about to have either a heart attack or a stroke.
Wow.
And I'm like, because I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah. No one wants to go to the hospital.
Because you're alone, dude. Like that time you're alone, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to go there. And then I like thought to myself, you know what, right? I got 2 girls. Right? I got a wife. If I want to be here still, I need to go, right?
Yeah.
To put that fear aside type of thing.
Yeah.
I went to, and that was the best decision I made, dude.
Is it?
Go to that hospital. And they hooked me up, everything, and then I was like, okay, I put the mask on with the oxygen. And I just laid and chilled, dude. And it took me 7 months to get back. 7 months, dude. And I'm still not like, I can feel.
Still not 100%.
And I lost weight now. It was so quiet.
Is
That was one positive of COVID, right? I lost weight now. I'm like, yeah, man. I want to go for a walk. I just came back, man. I said, I want to go. You know, you appreciate life, right?
Yeah.
I want to go for a walk. And my mom and dad fetches me, right? And they say, okay, we're going to take you for a walk. And they took me to the Sea Point.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Went for a walk. Dude, I walked for like 2 minutes. I was like,
can't
I need
anymore.
to sit. I can't. I really can't. It was so bad.
Have you done any research with regards to like when it comes back, how to get over it, how to cure it, this long COVID?
No, dude.
Is it?
I like read stories because I just wanted to know, is it part of COVID, right? And like I read articles and like they said, no, that some people who have long term lose their hair. They struggle to breathe. Thank the Lord I got my smell and my taste back.
Sure.
Because I was like, I ain't eating no Gatsby and not tasting
Bro,
it. I was like, what's the point of that?
What is the point?
Imagine that steak full and I'm like, doesn't matter, man.
It's okay.
It doesn't matter anymore, man. I was like, no, dude. I couldn't smell coffee. Oh, I love coffee. Right? And I was like,
coffee.
I can't smell. Coffee tastes weird. It was like I was pregnant. I was like, it tastes weird.
Jeez, dude.
But when you start getting better, dude, that hunger comes, he knocks you, bro. I was like, oh, I want.
Yeah, feed
Give
me.
food. Because I basically didn't eat for 2 weeks, right?
Wow.
I was like, I'm hungry. Okay, give me food. Give me food. Give me food. I was like, yo, I was so hungry, dude.
Sure, dude.
And I couldn't exercise or anything, so I was at home. Like I couldn't work.
Couldn't, yeah.
So I was at home, I was just sitting, dude, like sitting and eating. That's all I could do.
Yo, dude.
And people don't understand. They're like, COVID.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's just, people just don't understand, like, what some people go through.
No, it's different. Everyone gets hit different by it,
Yeah.
you know, and all these different strains as well. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know you don't know how it's gonna hit you because they say also, like, let's say you're fit and healthy but you're tired and what's the word? Let's say overtrain. Let's say you're training and you're overtraining.
Like you're lethargic type of thing.
Yeah, or you're jet lagged and that's when it really takes a hold of you, kind of thing. It's crazy, man. Like there's no one size fits all. Like I got that too. Everyone get the same hit the same way. It's not like that.
It's like my wife got nothing. Right?
Really?
My eldest daughter, she was a bit sick. Right? She couldn't smell, she couldn't taste. The eldest one. Youngest one was, she got nothing as well.
Sheesh.
My dad and my brother was the same like me. We got it bad. And my mom got it, but she wasn't as bad. So it's weird.
Yeah.
And then my auntie and my uncle stays with my parents, right?
Yeah.
They got like a section on top. And like my uncle's 86, I think he's 86.
Yeah.
He had COVID and he was fine,
Whoa.
right? No, not fine. He was a bit sick,
But not like
but
hospitalized
nothing,
and-
dude. And my auntie, right? She was in the 70s. She was in hospital,
That's weird.
and they both survived, right?
Yeah.
And my brother, he was 41.
Yeah.
He passed away.
That's it.
So it's like, how does that work?
How?
You know what I mean? Like out of everyone, it was like, like when my dad got sick, I was very worried because I'm like, he's in his 70s.
Yeah.
He was 69. And I was very worried because I'm like, you know, the elderly it affects him the most.
Yes.
Not thinking about my brother and
Yeah.
worrying about him. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, but the system's not getting better, man. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And then that worry kicks in, but I'm like, oh gosh. But you still have that hope. Like you obviously
He's
have to
gonna
have
pull
that
through,
faith,
yes,
right?
Obviously, yeah.
And then I'm like, dude, and then I remember I went to go visit him,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, that's weird. You know, like they asked my sister-in-law, and she's like, no, she really went. She doesn't feel like she wants to go again, man, because it's not like her seeing them again. And then she asked if I want to go, and I was very reluctant. I was like, I don't want to see my brother like that. And then I thought to myself, you know what, just go. So my wife and myself went.
Yeah.
Right? And then we went there to the hospital. And then I saw him and I'm like, yo, like he was swollen, you know, didn't look like her.
Sure.
But then we spoke to the doctor and he was like, nah, you must just be positive, you know, like we have got patients that go through this and they come back fine. No worries. I'm like, okay, cool. And I went home and I went to lay down. And my wife wakes me up and she's like, Jethro passed. And I was like, wait. And I'm sleeping, right? And I'm like, wait, what? Like what? Like, I'm trying to like focus
Wrap
my
your
mind.
mind around it,
exactly. I'm
yeah.
like, but I just saw him.
Yeah.
And they said that he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, he's gone. I was like, yeah. I was like,
That's it.
that's not cool. But look,
Yo, man.
that's life, man. And it's tough. Last year was a tough year for me. I lost a friend. I lost my brother.
Yeah.
It was a tough year. But you know, with that, I was also weirder. With the bad stuff comes the good stuff as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was very fortunate, you know, during that time.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't lose my job. Very fortunate.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
we got our salaries. Very
Yeah.
blessed.
Yeah.
I was able to fix my roof
Okay.
because I didn't have to drive and drop my kids every day. I could save that money to fix. So, like, you know, God's been good. He's been blessing us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As much as we have the hard times, we have the good times as well.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Gotta look at the positives as well.
you have to. I think if you're gonna be too negative, we're gonna be miserable people. Man.
Yeah, man.
Miserable
Yeah.
people. I mean, I look at you, right? No, I look at you, dude. Like, you don't realize, right? Like, I admired you, like, from the beginning when you lied to my face.
What are you
You lied to my face, right? I
did I
I
lie
was
to you?
into music, right?
Okay.
Right? And I told, I don't know who it was. I told someone, I want to, like, I always dreamed of, like, you know, recording my own music type of thing. And then she's like, oh, I know someone that does that. I was like, oh, really? She's like, yes. I think it was a she. Yes. I'm like, oh. And then I came to you. I'm like, oh, so you make your own music? And it's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, did this person just lie to me?
Did I tell you?
Yes, you like, look, we didn't know each other like well,
yeah.
right? So I think you were trying to do a real Clark Kent, right? I was like, me? No, that's not, no, I don't do anything like that. And then eventually we like started to talk more, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, wait, hold on, man. You're like, nah, like, you started to come up with songs, right? I'm like, oh, you lied to me. I like this guy, he lied to my face, man. And I'm like, yeah, like I admire people that's not afraid to go out there and do what they want, like they dream.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Like a lot of people talk their dream,
Yeah.
right? And I'm
Yeah.
probably one of them, right?
Yeah.
We talk our dreams, we don't action it.
Okay.
So I admire people who action it.
Okay, first and foremost, for the record, like, there was a time back then where I wasn't very open about what I was doing. I was
to my
very
face, man.
low key about it, very low key. Like, a lot of people didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think, like, because the more I spoke to people about what I wanted to do, I found the negativity.
Yes.
So I just started
I
to-
don't blame you. I really don't blame you.
There's this quote, it goes, if they don't know your dreams, they can't shoot it down.
Yes.
So I just decided to put my head down and grind and not tell anyone.
Do you remember pictures you sent me of your setup still? Your first setup, dude. Yeah, I still remember.
I think so.
You sent me those pictures. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, what do you need, man? Because
Oh.
I wasn't sure like the stuff that you needed, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, no, you need like the sound card.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you need,
yeah.
like this. And then you sent me
Yeah.
pictures of your setup. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay. Then I went out and I went to go get me a sound card
Yeah.
and all that stuff and started like playing around with music. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you just took it like the next step. I'm like, then it's music videos. I'm like, woo, this guy's on a roll, man.
No, like, yeah, like, look, like, a lot of people, if it doesn't come, the negativity doesn't come from externally, it will come from within. So I figured the more I was doing it, the more I was progressing, so to say. The more I figured that, on the books I've been reading and stuff, like, when you have an idea, nah, just say you're gonna do it. Just write it down, say you're gonna do it. Like, don't tell anybody about it. Just tell yourself, and we're gonna commit to this, and this is what we're gonna do. And just do it. Like, no matter, even if you fucking fail, dude, like, you tried.
Yeah.
Like, people sit on the bench all the fucking time and criticize, but they never do anything. They always talk a big game, but they never actually do it.
Yeah.
So, you doing it now is already a win, no matter if you fail. And the people who criticize you, who don't want you to do that, they just scared that you're going to outgrow them. And they try to pull you back and try to hold you back.
yeah.
And it's like, nah, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. Dude, like, the first people I told, dude, like, laughed in my face. Like, the first people I told. And they were, like, supposed to be, like, my brasa. Like, you know. And from that moment, I knew, like, how you big.
Yeah.
I wasn't discouraged. I was more fueled. I was like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I mean, you've been on TV.
Yeah, it's like, it's a long, come on, man.
Don't be like that, a celebrity. Like, oh, TV. Yeah, bro, yeah. That's what I do.
Doesn't
you know?
mean anything. Like, I don't wear those accomplishments on my sleeves, you know.
So what?
I don't.
So what will be like a awesome accomplishment that you'll be like, I did it.
No, like, don't get me wrong, dude. I appreciate everything that I've done, how far I've come. I appreciate everything. Even doing a podcast like this with you. I appreciated it. I get to do what I love. The point is that all these accomplishments, right, it doesn't define me. I'm still Alvin. Yes, I'm Leiru. People know me by Leiru.
Hey, don't give
but
your
I'm-
real name.
Hey, shh, don't tell
Give your real name? I've been trying to avoid it for so long already.
But it doesn't define me. Like, a lot of people, that's why people get depressed. Like, let's say they accomplish one thing, and now they're looking for that next type of fix, and because they're scared now people are not going to see them doing the same thing or progressing in the same way, and that's why they get depressed. They're not pushing the same numbers, so to say, because that's how the industry defines them. They're not on radio or TV anymore. Oh shit, like, who am I now? I'm not making music, I'm not an actor, I'm not doing whatever, I'm not doing a podcast anymore. Who the fuck am I? I'm just this regular bruh. Dude, like, first and foremost, I am this regular bruh. I'm always this bruh. I just do crazy shit. Because I love doing it. I'm not doing it to impress anybody. I'm not doing it because I want to look cool and shit. Fuck all that, dude. I'm just being myself. I'm doing what I want. I want to live at my full potential Like I want to squeeze out and see like what was I born with, like what like. Because I almost died. I don't know if I mentioned this to you before. Like, I had this near-death experience, and that just lit a fire
When
under
was
my
this?
That was a long time ago. That was way before I met you.
Oh,
but that's
okay.
like,
Okay.
had like lit a fire under me. That's like really, because like, people die all the time. Like, get one shot.
Yes.
And now I got another shot, and I'm like, why am I still here? Like, you know. And that was before the time I even considered music or anything. It was like, way back. And I was like, wait, I have all these. I was gonna die doing what other people wanted me to do and being unhappy. So let me, with this next shot, do whatever the fuck I want to do and live happy and live at my full potential and just see what I'm capable of. And I decided just to go after everything, like everything I'm passionate about.
But the people that you surrounded with now is the people that, don't say make you, but they have the same interest. Like,
No.
no, but I mean, like for instance, they give you that opportunity of to like something new. Like for instance, that guy that does the movies,
Oh, Marlon, yeah.
Marlon, right? I mean, watch that, but I'm like, yo, this guy's like quite man, like,
Yeah.
and he gives you that opportunity of being in a movie. You know what I mean? I'm like, how many people can, like, who wouldn't want to do something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you get that opportunity because you surround yourself with people that's driven. You know what I mean? So it's almost like-minded people. That's together type of thing.
I feel you. However, I didn't know Marlon before the movie, eh?
How is it?
No, I didn't. The first time I met him was on set to shoot out the first movie we did together. That was the first time. But before that, I've done other things.
But I mean, you got that connection now.
Now, yes. Now, because like we built a relationship. Now we're good friends. Now we started working together on movies, and he's seen what I could do, and he believes in me just like I believe in him. So now yes. But before that, I was on my own. I've signed to an agency. I did commercials. I did my first movie during COVID, major lockdown. So I built myself up through that time.
Such a the rock guy.
Although the speak, sorry, it's in silence. It must be in silence. Sorry. So
I know you're important, so it's fine. Mine's been on loud this whole time, right? And I got no messages. I'm just saying, I got no messages. Not even my family. Ask me how I'm doing. Nothing. Just like I'm not that important, you know. Not even a WhatsApp to say, did you arrive safely? Just anything.
But you know, like I've been like the acting thing. I've been grinding away slowly, like quietly. It's only now recently that it's become more public.
Yes.
Because if these movies weren't public or this thing wasn't so public, I wouldn't probably still be keeping my mouth shut because I've been doing it quietly.
But why? Okay, I know the thing about like the less people know, the less people to give the negative inputs.
Yeah.
But eventually you're gonna have to put yourself out there.
Yeah. No. Look.
And face those and like kind of just ignore it type of thing.
No, because okay. Let me explain this now. Okay, firstly, I was like the stuff that I was doing, right? It was getting shown wherever it's getting shown. I've never seen it. I don't look at it. It's done. It's over. I move on to the next one. The movie that I've done in COVID, my first full-length feature film, I've never. Okay, that movie hasn't come out yet. Okay. And when it's out in public, I will put it out there. I will say. However, like I just needed to get my foot in the door kind of thing.
Yes.
And get that experience and practice and learn. Because it's a completely new craft. It's a completely new area that I'm not familiar with. It's out of my comfort zone.
But did you see that stuff like that, right? To get out of that comfort zone, like what mindset must you have, like to? Because I'm scared. I'll be straight up, right?
Yeah.
To get out of this interview right now, like this is like out of my.
But you look comfortable, right? Yeah.
I look good.
Yeah.
They say the same thing when I'm like in meetings, right? And they, you sound like you're not nervous. I'm like, if you only knew, right? If you check my underpants, it will tell you a different story.
Give me these nervous poopies.
Yo, dude, and you know, voice starts to sound like this, and you're like, I'm like, why am I shaking? Right?
Man.
So they think like, I'm comfortable, but like, I'm not comfortable doing this, right? And I thought to myself, like you need to do something. Like, you know, like you've been asking me for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? No, just do it.
I was surprised when you said yes. I was like, wait, what?
I prayed. I was like, Lord, give me the answer, Lord. Give me the answer. And luckily the Lord said, yes, my boy. Go speak with Clark. I was like, okay. I heard the cry. I was like, Kaka. And the thing is, right, like, I like to support people, right? And I like to support, if I can support your dreams, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to support you. Because, you know, when you never know when you're going to need that support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like same like helping people out. I'll help people out because you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to need help.
Yeah.
Right? And then people will say, oh, but you never helped me.
Okay.
So
I want to
and that's not my only reason. Right?
Okay.
I just like helping people.
Yeah.
Because you need to be there for one another, man. You know what I mean?
I believe, like, for me, I'll help people, man, but I don't want anything back. Like, I don't even want to ask you for a favor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to help and that's it. But I'm not gonna come to you for. I'm not gonna say, yo, you owe me.
No. Yeah, it should never be that.
Yeah.
Like even like if people ask to borrow money, for example.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like I always thought, like religion-wise, right? If people ask you for money, borrow them the money, but don't expect the money back. Because then if you don't get the money back, it causes that friction in the relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So if you know it's gonna cause that friction, then rather say no. Rather be open and honest and say, look, I'm not gonna like give the cash type of thing. But you're right. It shouldn't just be like I'm doing this because one day I want something back. That shouldn't be like your focus. But you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to need help.
That's
you know,
true.
and you need friendship, you need friends, you need family to come along and sometimes help you out. Type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, dude, I'll always try and help someone out where I can.
You can, yeah.
Where I can.
Yeah.
And you must also be careful when people take advantage. Because people take advantage.
Bro, I learned that a lot, dude.
People take advantage. So.
Big time.
But yeah, one day I also want to be big and strong like you.
Dude, like you just gotta do it, man. You just gotta, like, it's always gonna be those voices in your head, nah, always trying to discourage you and trying to say, nah, you're not gonna make it, it's not gonna work, and it's stupid, it's a waste of time. You could be Netflixing, you could be playing games or whatever, you know, you could be doing something that's not scary. But you just gotta do it, dude. And when you finally do it, I'm telling you, it's like something unlocks in your mind and says, oh, there's another path. Oh, there's another door here. Oh, what if I go through this door and then another door and another door? And it just opens your whole world, dude.
You know, like for me, it's my mindset. Like when you get that first, like with working out, for example, right? You work out. At first week you work out, no problem.
Yeah.
Come the second week, right? So you work Monday to Friday, you work out.
Yeah.
Right? Saturday, Sunday you rest. Come Monday, and you like that mindset of, hey, I need to work. Like I need to start. And for me, it's that mindset, man, that I struggle with. You know what I mean? I was like, it's fine. We'll start on Tuesday.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
it's like
I always, because I remember when I spoke to you about working out, right? Because I mean, I don't know if you guys can notice the muscles. Right? You know? So I'm like, it cause too much wind and you blow everything.
Where's my water bottle?
So like, be careful, don't drown, no? Dude, please. Come with the big bottles there. don't drown on us, please. So I'm like, the mindset, man, for me. Right, it's just I struggle with it.
The biggest thing, if you want longevity, if you want to keep doing it for a long time, is you gotta enjoy what you're doing. You gotta enjoy the workout. Not saying it's gonna be easy,
but that's the
you
thing.
Gotta enjoy it
because you tell me this all the time, right? You're like, I enjoy it, you know, and when I work out, I'm like, how does he enjoy this? Like,
dude, like it's that moment when you're doing those reps, nah, it's torture, nah. But just the fact that you do it, that you did it, and you push through that set and that pain, that feeling of euphoria, like I did it, and it feels great because you just open your mind to like, I just did it. I just unlocked something. All that frustration and anger that I might have built up through the day or through the week, and it just gets released, and it's like, and all those demons in your mind that makes you overthink shit is gone. Like,
But now, honestly speaking, right, when you started, right,
yeah,
and you started working out, right, how long did it take you before you had that mindset of, because like for you, it's almost like an addiction, right?
it is.
Right? So how long did it take for you to like enjoy it?
Sure. It's so long ago now.
Because for me, if it's like, okay, like 6 months, I'm sure I'll be in that mindset of, because I'm like, when does it get to a stage where people enjoy this guy? I'm like, yeah. Like even the running, and like people at the run,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm like 3 steps, I'm like, my knees, my knees. They're not used to this.
The thing is, man, it's because for me, I did it and it felt like a chore at first.
Yes. So
And-
how long does it take for you to get past that phase?
You gotta change your mindset. You gotta think why you are doing this. Your why is the most important thing that's gonna carry you through. Like, if your why is strong, then nothing can fuck with you. Like really, then there's no like, oh, it's bad weather today. Oh, my bad knee today. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I had a late night and I didn't sleep so I'm gonna sleep that extra hour. Fuck the gym. Like if your why is that important, like nothing will deter you from.
Like I don't even have the excuse of the gym, right? Because I got weights at, not the heavy weights, but
yeah.
even like just to find that time, like at home, I was like, oh, it's a mission and it's a chore, right?
Yeah.
But it needs to be done. But you just like, okay, it's fine. I'll do the next day. The next day comes, it's fine. I'll start the next day.
Yeah.
Then it's Wednesday. And you're like, you know what? I'll give this week because I'm sore. I'll do.
skip
I'll.
that,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
to get out of that mindset for me, dude, it's like so difficult.
It's just you got to dig deep and think why you are doing this. Like it's got to be bigger than just I want to look.
I want to wear a
quiet.
large t-shirt.
That's
I'm tired of not finding my sizes, man.
Like I grew up and I saw people around me that were living the same life that I was, but they were always sick and in hospital, and so I think that's also in the back of my mind, knowing that if I continue down a certain path, that could be me. I used to go hospital visits all the fucking time, and I was like, I hated going to the hospital because I don't like going to the hospital in general. Not as a patient, just as a visitor in general. Like I didn't like, because it became so tedious. Like every fucking night I have to be here. Every fucking night for X amount of weeks on end, I have to be here. And I was like, and I look at those people and how it affected not only them, but the people around them. I was like, first of all, I don't want to put myself in that position to be feeling that way and feeling that ill. And secondly, also, I don't want to put the people that I love or who love me in that position as well, to make them go through that process of coming to the hospital every time, wondering if it's going to be okay. Is everything going to be okay? Is he going to come home? That kind of thing. So that also is in the back of my mind about living. Like, I understand if something happens to me that's out of my control, that's different. But if there's something that I can control in terms of the way I eat and live my life and gym or exercise and eat healthier and just look after myself, getting more sleep, which I should be doing, I'm fucking not doing. Just doing what I can, that's in my control. Living that way, and if anything happens to me, then I can say, I tried. I really fucking tried, and this is happening to me, and I couldn't help this situation. I didn't put myself here by eating Gatsby's every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Not exercising. And just the simple things like becoming more stress-free, like not living a stressful life, or like, yes, a lot of shit that I do is very stressful, but managing it better, being able to manage it better. And I manage it better because I'm doing all the other things that help me look so young. You know what I'm saying?
You sound old.
No.
I'm 22, people. I'm 22 years old.
No, but like, I see a lot of people who like the same age as me. Like, I won't lie to you, there was this photo, I don't want to say exactly who was in the photo, but there was this photo we took, right? 3 of us, like, we're all the same age.
Wait, hold on. Was I in a photo?
No, it wasn't you.
Okay.
No, I would say it was you. And I said this to my friend. It was 2019 or 2020, somewhere there. We were all standing together, 3 of us. We were basically friends from like 3 years old. And now we were standing there, we take a photo, and I show my friend, I sent it to him, and he's like, yo, these are your uncles. No cock, dude. And I was like, wait, what? I never even thought of it like that.
I do believe you that your lifestyle shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Because like even my dad, right? He's a pastor, right? And you look at so obviously he's like clean living, right? Like no alcohol.
Yeah, obviously.
Nothing like
obviously.
that. Right? And like you look at some people that's the same age as him, right? That's drinks and you know, you can see that stuff.
Dude,
it has an effect on you.
It does
have an effect on you.
And I was thinking that because those 2 friends, like, let's specifically now, but all of us together, we used to live the same lifestyle, do the same shit, party the same way, drink, live recklessly, and I knew that if I went down that road, it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun.
So now look, this I always wanted to ask, you know, this mountain goating that you do, right?
This is becoming a more you interviewing me. What's going on here?
Look, this is no opportunity because we when you asked me, I'm like, oh, I'm going to ask you some questions.
I gotta turn these tables.
I don't get a chance to really ask you this stuff, right?
All right.
How did you get in? I know you used to do that competition, right?
Oh yeah.
But now that competition is finished long time ago, right? But you like still on the mountains, like hey people, look at this flower on the mountain. I'm like, I'm sitting here in bed. Like I just woke up, like he's probably back down already. He's probably second time up already.
I started this mountain coach shit before there was a competition. Before there was
I didn't even knew that.
Before there was trail running and stuff. I started with my bra. He took me to Lions. That was my first time. Let me just say this. It wasn't my first time ever on a mountain. I've hiked before when I was little and stuff.
Okay.
But that obviously, when you live a certain way, you forget about those things.
Yes.
So, when I started again, coming back to, my friend took me to Lions. That was my first time at Lions. I've never been there before.
Were you fit at that time?
Yeah. I was already like in it.
Was he fit?
He was, yeah. So this group of people wanted to go up Lions Head, and he said, yo, you want to come with? We go up Lions Head. I was like, dude, I did legs today. I can't do mountain tomorrow, but let me see what it's about. And then it was cool. It was so cool. And then we started going like regularly every Saturday summer. And then.
But it's not dangerous.
In what way?
Like, first, okay, look, obviously people get robbed, right? You can't help that. But like climbing that mountain, right? I don't expect you to do like a Sylvester Stallone cliffhanger, like. No. Is it like a pause, right?
That happened one time, dude. Like on Table Mountain, like we were going down, and on this one bit it's a bit deceptive, and we were talking car coming down, and my friend was in front of me, and I don't know how he took this bend. I think he went too wide. And it looked like a path.
You look like you're driving on this mountain, and like he took a turn and it was a bit wide. And then the handbrake and he.
and I think he stepped on the grass when we normally go on the rocks, and his leg went down, and he just and he thought it was solid, but he went right and he fell, and he like went down, and I panicked. I was like, Emilio! He's like, no! and he was so freaked out because he was slipping and falling. And luckily he grabbed one and I pulled him up. And I pulled him up.
Wait, so if he slipped, he would have fallen like...
No, it wouldn't have been that far. The rock would have caught him down there, so it wasn't that far. No,
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, or like...
it wasn't like gonna be a big fall.
I was like, do you know The Rock?
No, but...
You go hiking with The Rock? He would have caught him.
No, but it wasn't like off a cliff. It wasn't off a cliff. No, it was part of the trail. It was just like he would have gone down and he would have fallen. Maybe.
So is it a dangerous
maybe
trail?
broke his leg or something. But yeah.
So is it dangerous?
No. Okay, look, Lion Z. I would say it could be dangerous because there's ladders and then there's chains and stuff.
Yeah, Lord.
But the reason I say it's dangerous, right? Because there's so many fucking people all the time on that mountain. Like, except for like, if you're gonna go on peak times, let's say it's early morning, Saturday or Sunday, there's a lot of people. There's so much traffic and it's unpleasant because everybody wants to get ahead, push you out of the way, like not push you, but pressure you to, excuse me. Everyone's running down, everyone's running up and...
Running. Did you say running?
It's a baby mountain, bro. It's not bad. And then
you're supposed to motivate me, right?
No, dude. Look. If like for me, the only time I'd go up Lion Z these days now is if like middle of the day, or late, say like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or middle of the day. But I won't go like peak times in the mornings or in the evenings because like it's too much. It's just.
And Table Mountain?
No, Table Mountain's cool. You don't have the same issues over there.
So like someone who doesn't like heights, right? Because I'm obviously scared I'm gonna fall.
No, you won't, man.
So like if I go up there,
yeah,
it's not like climbing up rocks type of thing.
No,
or
you're
ladders or things like that. Is it like a path that takes you up?
Table Mountain now.
Yes.
No, Table Mountain there's no ladders and chains. There are paths like India Fencer with these chains and ladders but these actual paths where you have to have to like climb up the rock and navigate with the rock and try to figure out like if you put your foot there and you put your hand, it's gonna pull yourself up to the next rock and to the next step. That's a path like that, yes. But there are other trails where you don't need that though.
Oh, okay.
It's a more advanced type of trail, like.
And is it clearly marked? Because look, I always thought of doing something like that, right?
It's not marked. India Fenster, like there's nothing to say like, put your hand here.
I mean like, like goes this way, like not saying like, baby like put your hand here, put your foot here, climb up, nothing like that. But I mean like, like say turn left to go easy way, go right to go difficult way, nothing like that.
There's just a route telling you going this way will take you to Prateklip Gorge, going this way will take you to India Fenster, going this way I think Kloofnek corner, and that's it. But while you're on that trail, there's no like keep right, keep left. Nah. Nah.
You know, you're talking like that, no? Sound like a GPS.
Yeah,
right?
it's exactly like a GPS.
So you sent me a message, right? Giving a description of your place, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy thinks I don't have data, right? I don't have data on my phone.
No.
So the GPS took me like right to your house, right? I'm like...
The thing is, when I seen that location, like I sent you now, people sometimes end up like 2 houses down or something like that.
You sent me the number and everything.
That's what I'm saying. I do the same thing, and I was like, I'm outside.
But they have to count, right? They know other houses operate like that.
Then I'm like, no, you're not. And I was like, and I come outside, I don't even see your car.
No.
Where the fuck are you? Like,
I'm like, but I think I don't know how to.
No. I was just making sure because there's always confusion. And so I was like, how are you not getting this?
No, dude, it's so easy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so easy.
So I'd rather put the description there just in case. So I don't want people like, why didn't you tell me it was it? But I did. But I did. But I
Well, we're
did.
not hitting on anybody, who got lost. Apologies. He's sorry. He's sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But dude, I'd say like if you've never hiked before, I'd say do it. Okay, obviously now you got problems with your lungs because of long COVID.
But I need to do something, man. You know what I mean? And
Look, if you're prepared to do like a short hike, then do like Kloofneck Corner. It's very short.
I used to do pipe track.
You can do pipe track. That's an easy one. That's an easy
Oh
one.
dear Lord. You know that first part of pipe? Okay, I don't know if it's the same, right? But it's like steep, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And you say that's easy. Yeah, so gaming. Wow. That's easy, oh gosh. Because like I tried to take my family on those tracks, right?
Oh yeah.
And my youngest one struggles.
Is it?
Yeah. She struggles up that. She's like, oh, I'm tired. But she doesn't like physical.
I don't know anything.
She doesn't. She doesn't like it. She's a gamer.
Is it?
Yeah, she's a gamer. She
She's a
works
game
on my nerves because she's so good. Right? You know,
What does she play?
she plays. She's like a Fortnite.
Oh.
Fortnite, Call of Duty.
Fortnite. Yeah, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time.
That's young people's games, dude.
Dude.
I can't do the coordination building, right? And then while you're building, you're shooting. I'm like, what? And then they come like,
I only play. What is the one you play? The multiplayer one where you wait for other players, like 100 players to join you.
that's Fortnite's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's Call of Duty.
No, but like
There's
what?
PUBG.
But like what?
Battle Royale.
But that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
I won a few times, bro. I won a few times, bro.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
won.
so embarrassed.
I won. I mean, never won Battle Royale.
I've won like Fortnite. That's not my type of games, man.
Skopskiet and doen.
Not the Battle Royales. I'll be very honest with you. That's not my type of game.
I actually want to play.
I'm still one of the old school gamers. I like the stories.
Oh.
The one player.
Like Far. Okay. No,
Far Cry.
Yeah. Okay.
Far
I'm
Cry.
playing Far. Okay, I haven't played Far Cry 5 since Van Riebeek was here.
No, dude, fuck.
But I love that game. I love it so much.
So a lot of people like criticize the game
Why?
for whatever reason. I don't know. I love it.
I love
I
it
like
too.
the whole setup of the cult.
Yes.
And you
yes.
the soundtrack and all. I love the soundtrack.
That's awesome.
I even played on Spotify, like the soundtrack.
Is it?
I used to drive around in the car, right, just to listen. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I can't sing it. You don't want to get what is warnings and all that. So I won't sing it. But dude, I love that game, right? I tried to get my daughter into it.
Is it?
I actually bought I had the hard copy, right?
Yeah.
I bought the digital copy just so I could play with my daughter.
Oh wow.
And then she's like,
It's not for her.
that's not for her. She likes her battle royale games, right? And she works on my nerves with Call of Duty because she's so good, right?
I just don't get Call of Duty. I don't think I just spend enough time with it to get it, but
No, dude, you if you want to see me rage with my own daughter,
is it?
I'm like, how are you shooting me first, right? And then my nephew comes along, right? He's even younger, right? And then he's also beating me. I'm like, I hate these games. Why do I play games?
These kids.
Dude, then I'm like, okay, I'm done now. I'm tired. I don't want to play anymore. Then I'll go back to my one-player game. I'm like, oh god. Look, and the thing is, like, I've been playing those games like since forever, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't been playing. Like, I wasn't fortunate enough to have internet and you know what I mean.
Yeah, the whole multiplayer aspect.
Exactly. So I'm very like late to the party when it comes to like online gaming. I think I only started really playing online gaming with the 360 Xbox 360.
Oh yeah.
I started with that, right? But it's just that's like a next level, man.
Yeah, it
You know what I mean? Like you play against your friends, right, and you kill them, but you're not developing that skill, right? Because you killing them all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, dude. Then you go online, then you see like a new world, dude.
Dude, it's like.
And you got these Chinese people like, I'm like, oh, you fat bastard. You killed me again. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, bro, these people are obsessed with gaming. That's all they fucking do.
It's not even them, dude. It's like, in general, right? It's just, There's always someone that's
There's
better than you.
levels to this shit.
Dude,
There's
like you
levels.
think you're good,
Yeah.
you probably not too, because there's someone
Yeah.
out there that's always gonna whoop you good.
Because I also like I played chess and then I was playing on the computer.
Chess.
Yeah, chess. Yeah.
You're such a clever guy. You read books, you
What
play
do you mean?
chess. You know, you say, I feel so stupid sitting here. I'm like,
What are you talking about?
I play chess. Is this real? Or is it just for the podcast? I play chess.
No, for real.
Oh.
Like I enjoy chess. Like
That's lies.
but I haven't got to the point where I played against like online with another human. I always play against a computer, and I go to like next level, like let's say it's easy, normal, advanced, expert, that type of progression.
Are you
But-
single? I'm sitting here like, he's intelligent. He's look at his arms, like he's flexing while he's laughing. Ladies, really? What more do you want? He's ambitious. Like, gee whiz.
Dude, like, what are you?
I wish I could laugh with muscles like, 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 I play chess, ha ha ha. I read books. What more can you want?
Oh my gosh, dude,
Gee
come on,
whiz.
man.
Like, you know, it's my first book that I read.
What is
The
it?
Death of Superman. My first novel that I read.
Really?
Dude, I just.
And in school?
Kathy and Mark.
And like To Kill a Mockingbird and
Dude, in high school, right?
like Othello and
Othello.
yeah.
I know Othello the game.
That
The
too,
book,
that too.
no, dude.
Yeah,
I
and
just,
like,
I
Romeo
never
and
enjoyed.
Juliet and
No, I never enjoyed reading.
I
When I
was
was in
also
the
like that.
UK, when I was in the UK, right?
yeah.
The thing is that there was always other stuff that I would like if I had the time.
Yeah.
I'd rather prefer to play games
Okay.
than to read
Fair enough.
books, right?
Fair enough.
When I was in the UK though, right? So I was here for 2 years. When I went to work, this was a tube ride.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like 40, 50 minutes, right?
Oh yeah.
And there I started reading, and I nogal enjoyed it,
Is
right?
it?
And I came back here, and there's no
There's no tube.
to sit
no
and
tube.
read or anything like that. And like I said, if I had the opportunity and I'm at home, I wouldn't read a book. I'd rather
Yeah.
play games. That's just the way I like de-stress, right?
I was also like that. Like I think after high school, I just stopped reading for a while, and then who the fuck gave me a book? I don't know who it was, but you know, I started reading. Like this is kind of funny. I started reading these novels, these romance novels, Danielle Steele books. Somebody gave me, and you know what?
Ladies, listen, listen. Daniel
wait,
Steele, he
wait,
knows.
wait.
He knows.
No, like what I liked about those books, like you read it from a woman's perspective, man. And then you get to understand more, like, okay, this is how they think. This is how
How are you
it's
so
just, hey?
I see not a Mrs. Label. like what? He understands the female and everything.
No, I don't understand women. I just gives me different perspective.
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, okay, this is how. Okay.
Yeah. I remember once was it a Daniel Steele book? My brother still said, "Look here," and I read it and I'm like, "Oh, what they doing in this book?" I was like, "Wow."
Some Muslim bullshit.
I was like, "Wow." I don't know where he got this book from. Like, he showed me that. I was like, "Oh, really? I didn't know books are like this." Like, wow. So is that why you read it?
No, wait. Who gave it to me, man? Somebody gave it to me. Somebody gave it to me, man. I don't know. And then I stopped reading after that. And then somebody else, my friend Lee. Shout out to Lee. She
Hey
gave
Lee.
me.
Oh, she. Hey Lee. Hey Lee. She married.
Yeah, she married. Yeah.
Never mind, Lee.
She gave me a book to read. I think it was called The Alchemist. Yeah, I think that was like the first book I really got back into reading. Like that book helped change my life. That was like, sure.
Really?
Yeah, that book, like,
I never had a book change my life.
really, dude.
I never had a book change my
Didn't
life.
change your perspective, how you thinking.
You see, like with me, right? Even with learning, I can't sit and read a book too. That just doesn't register with me, right? If you give me an exercise, like even with like I use Excel as an example,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If I read a book on Excel, and I looked and I like, like to go in and out again, right?
No.
If I watch something and I
You-
see how it's done,
You'll absorb it.
yeah, I'm like, now I understand type of thing. And even like with games, I think that's why also like because you see it, right? And people don't understand.
More visual learning.
Exactly,
type of thing.
people don't understand. They like they think games is like bad for you. You know, you're just sitting there. They don't realize some
They
games do
don't-
these puzzles, right?
Don't
it's
understand that.
it's like it helps you like to solve problems.
Exactly. Like Warcraft even.
Dude, like that's
Big
strategy,
time,
right?
big time.
That's strategy. Even like games like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
You play this, you're like, how do I kill this dude?
Yeah.
Like, what must I do? And you're like, wait. Now you work out patterns, right?
Yes.
And like, I don't know if like some companies, right, they even do these like assessments. You must figure out patterns. I did one of those exercises, right?
Oh.
And with those, I'm like, no problem.
Really?
No problem. Because I'm so used to, with gaming, it's like, okay, here's a pattern. Like even with my wife, right, when she does like that assessment also, right? It's like,
Yeah.
how do you do it so quickly? I'm like, for me, because I see it, it's just.
visuals.
But when it comes to like words, or even if you must sit there, right, and you try and teach me something, you just talk to me, right?
Talk, yeah.
I'll look at you, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
But it's like,
yeah.
whew,
Yeah.
over my head, long time ago, dude. So,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think that's why I like with reading. You know, and I understand when people say like when they read books, right, and they watch movies, because I'm always like, but how can you say a book is better than a movie?
Yeah.
Right? But I had that experience when I read, what's it, Hunger Games?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can I say Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Hunger
You
Games.
can.
Hunger
You can
Games.
say whatever you want, homie.
He said it. I read Hunger Games, right?
Yeah.
The first one. And then I read that book. I was like, yeah. I never watched the movie yet. I was like, yeah. It was like a quiet book. But I could, because I saw the people that played the characters, I could associate them to,
Yes.
oh, so this is Woody Harrelson. Oh, so this is that other
So you
girl.
first
here.
watched the movie, then you read the book.
No, I didn't watch. What I did was I googled the pictures, man. The characters, right? And then obviously because the movies are their picture.
Okay,
So for me, it
okay.
made like it could make sense. Like okay, I
Okay,
understand. So
okay,
you
I
this
got
person
you.
and you this
I
person.
got you.
Right? And then I watched the movie, dude. I was like, dude, this movie's got nothing on this book.
Wow.
This book was like so good. But then I started to read the second book and I was like, okay, I'm getting bored now.
Wow.
Type of thing.
Okay.
And then I didn't even watch the movie.
I think the cool thing about books is use your imagination, and that helps you form your own story and helps you just.
But like I forget, like sometimes I forget the characters, man, because like sometimes they come with these weird names, right?
Yeah. Like
Wait, who you again? You know what I mean?
I don't remember character names basically, but I know that character. But I
Yeah.
won't. But I don't know. Oh, that's Lyndon. He plays the guy with the power free skull and decapitates all these demons and stuff.
That's what I do.
I'll just know it's that guy.
Yeah, but if I can put a face to it,
Oh, it's better.
yeah. But if I just read someone's name, right, and like I forget about it
Yeah.
again, type of thing. And then I think maybe that's why I also don't enjoy the book because I get confused. I'm like, wait, who you again?
Who was I here?
Exactly, but if I put like Leiru and I know your face,
Okay.
I'm like, I remember this, bro. So I think that's my difficulty.
I don't often read non-fiction. Sorry, I don't often read fiction. I like biographies and like inspirational kind of books and that type of thing. And I mostly listen to audiobooks these days because like while I'm making food, I can get information, you know, that type of thing. So
Did you post something about Kevin Hart's?
oh yeah.
So you did that, right? I think you read his book or something.
Yeah.
And then I got the audiobook.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, this is nogal, well, I went through a lot, maybe. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
We should
type of thing.
appreciate him and the journey he went
Exactly,
through more. Yeah.
exactly.
And now
And-
books like that.
I actually got
Books like
read
that.
his thing through you because I saw you were busy reading his thing. I was like, okay.
It's stuff like
Yeah, so
that.
gonna-
Like David Goggins, he read his book.
No.
Please tell me not who he
Is
is.
he the running guy?
Who's the running guy?
The guy that like
David Goggins. How
the
dare
military
you.
guy.
Yeah.
He was like
The SEAL,
super
the
overweight or something
Ranger.
like that. And
Yeah,
then he,
yeah,
like
yeah.
in no time he got
Yeah.
into shape. Yeah.
Can't hurt me.
Yeah.
That book, bro.
Makes me scared though.
That book.
He runs like, huh? I'm like, I'm watching. I'm like, sorry, sir. Yeah.
That book, bro, like, yo, I think I read it twice. I think I started reading a third time. But that book, because what the cool thing about that audiobook is that it's like, he also has this like podcast thing. So it's like, this other guy who goes to help him goes write the book. He's reading the book, and then they stop maybe after a certain point, and then him and Goggins would discuss like what this means.
Is this the audiobook?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they basically, he'll go into more detail about that passage and what they went through in that situation, and that. So good, dude. So good.
I remember I read David when I was in the UK. I read David Beckham's book.
Oh, I didn't even have a book.
Yeah, dude, it was so interesting because
Really?
obviously, like my family, like my brother and my uncle, they were like heavy Man United fans, right?
Yeah.
So like that's almost becomes like your second team, although that wasn't like my team that I supported, but because my brother and my uncle was like supporting them, you were like, if they played, you were like, okay, as long as they win the league, it's alright, right? You know what I mean? Obviously, my team wouldn't.
Spurs.
One day, Lord. One day, please. Before you take me home, right? Win something, please. Right? So like I read his book. I was like, because I also liked him, and he's like, for me,
He's a phenomenal.
He's so cool. For me, he was just a cool guy, right?
Still is cool, dude.
I'm like, and I read his book, and I was like, that's so interesting. Like you get to like the life that they live, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like it's a normal person's life. I mean, I probably wouldn't experience something like that type of lifestyle. You know, professional soccer player, you travel all over the world.
Yeah.
And then you like see what happens in the changing rooms because you know before YouTube and all that stuff.
Yes.
You never had that insight unless you read a book.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that time I was like,
an interview.
oh wow, that's like so interesting. Like how he met his wife and his kids, and that time it still was one child, I think. It's like
Brooklyn.
I was like, yo, it's so interesting.
Sure.
But otherwise, I just can't get into. I would really love to be that person that reads books, but it's just for me. Like I even read like some like money books, man. Like, what
like investments or.
No, dude, what is the name of that book? No, it's an old.
Think and Grow Rich.
No, dude, it's like an old book.
Yeah, that's also an old
it was
book,
no, this was written like
when Van Riebeek was here.
Before him even, dude. Like before him even, right? It's basically what is the name of the book? Anyway, it's basically how it teaches you how to use your money, man.
Okay.
Right, and I started reading that book, and I was like, don't really like. I'm so disappointed I didn't actually finish it, right? But what I read, I was like, yo, so you like for me, I didn't like you. If you get money, right, you have extra money, for example, right. You don't give it to, for instance, a carpenter to go invest in jewels, for example.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You give it, and the lesson for that was you give it to the people that know, that's expert in. So, for instance, if you like expert in diamonds, I'll give you the money to go buy me diamonds. Don't give it to a carpenter to go buy diamonds because they're gonna bring stuff that might not
even be diamonds.
Exactly, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, invest your money with the proper people.
Yes.
Don't go to those Konyati people that will go invest in the Somali shop and you get nothing back. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So I enjoyed stuff like that also, but a lot of it, like books that I started to read, I'm like, this just doesn't apply to me. It doesn't apply. Like, no, dude. Like, this wouldn't work for me, type of thing.
Sure.
But I mean, I'm guessing that's everything with books.
Yeah.
They operate.
Look, there's always something to take home from a book. You know, maybe you don't agree with everything the book is saying, but it's always like a little one or two things you can take and apply and maybe change your perspective. Because books really like help me like with a lot of shit. Like we wouldn't be sitting here right now in these streets if it wasn't for like these two specific books I read in lockdown.
How did you guys be? Oh, sorry.
Exactly. the
We'll give that book to that guy. It's like, if your stake fall, dude, it's open.
The 10 Commandments.
And do not wipe your eye with your gaspy fingers.
Bro.
You will die.
Dude. But it's just all about taking that and applying it to it. Like, taking what you learn and applying it. Not just taking it and then, okay, I read it, and then, you know, what you're going to do with it, you know. Taking it and applying.
I'm very much into, like, at the moment, like, looking into, like, investments.
Oh, yeah.
And I watch a lot of this channels, man, about, like, investing your money.
Like stock market type of thing.
Exactly, because, when I was brought up, I wasn't really taught anything about money, man. Right?
I think most colored kids wouldn't, yeah.
Exactly, because look, our parents didn't have.
You're colored, right? Just for the
Yes,
record.
I
Okay.
am.
Yeah.
I might look
Yes.
like a whitey.
Yeah, yeah.
Teeth down. It's as colored as it gets. They used to call me whitey when I used to play soccer in Athlone, in the Islands. Yo, dude. That was actually so awkward now because, like, I always felt like not left out, man, but because that time, like, it was still like apartheid, right? And here you have almost like, hey, what's this white child doing in our? Because I went to school in Lansdowne, right? Like right close to Noble Park.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then like, what's this? Like, obviously I stood up.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
This brow was like bucky haircut, straight game and bucky haircut, white, man. And I'm like, and then I speak and I'm like, not even more confused right now. I don't know. And then I played soccer for a team in the Islands, Indian team, right?
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. And my brother, obviously, he looked colored, right?
Oh yeah.
So he like,
for
and
sure.
then you had me. Yeah, but you got
normally.
all these Indians there and like the colored guys. And then this white bra, bro. And then the coach will say, like, of the opposing team say, walk for whitey. And I'm like, okay. But I mean,
like, I think all light-skinned coloreds, like we used to call them either Boer or whitey.
exactly. Like, and you know, like I even had like my uncle. My uncle would come, hey, whitey. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then you had like the occasions where like I'll be playing in the streets and someone will drive. Yay, whitey!
Yeah.
Like just random, but you can hear that wasn't like a friendly thing, bro. I was like, hey, whitey, what you doing? I'm like, yo, my bro, like,
Dude, like you say, like you were in that scenario when you were one of the lightest skinned coloreds in the world. But for me, when I was growing up, I was like the darkest colored in my group of friends.
but was that the problem though?
Yes, they would call me other names.
How dare they?
Yeah, they would call me other names. So like they were all like fair skinned, maybe not as light as you, but they were not. Dude, like.
But dude, the problem is right. It's not like you can see sometimes when colors are fair, right? But dude, I got like green eyes.
Yeah.
That doesn't help, right?
Oh, that
and I had
doesn't
straight hair,
help.
which
Yeah.
didn't help, right?
Yeah.
And I had like kids come up to me and like, how do you get your hair like that? I'm like, I don't know.
GHD, bro.
No, dude. And I'm like, I don't know. I use body on tap. I don't know if you guys remember body on tap. Still, I was like, body on. I use body on tap. It's all I do. And like, I felt like so like out of place, man. You know what I mean? And like wherever I went.
Yeah.
But I must say, right, when in my later years, right, my adulthood, I used to enjoy it.
Why?
Because like when I worked, right?
Yeah.
And I go into like a new team and they didn't know me.
Yeah.
Then I sit and say, okay, can you introduce yourself? Say, my name's Lyndon. Now they're like, wait. They look, because I look at you like, I'm so confused, right? Because you look so white, but you sound so colored, right? Like, what are you? And I was like, I'm colored. Like, how? I'm like, what you now?
Because I first thought you were white when I saw you. I was like skunk. I was like skunk burger.
Probably like 90%. Then the people think I'm a boer, right?
I was like, yo, that's skunk, yo. That's skunk's cousin, yo.
Then people think I'm a boer also, right? Then they start talking Afrikaans and my Afrikaans isn't good at all, dude.
Heavy.
And I was like, because like when we went on holiday, right? Then like the white Afrikaners will come to me and like start talking Afrikaans. And I'm like, huh? Like, what? Because my parents didn't speak they can speak Afrikaans, but they didn't speak Afrikaans.
Oh, in the house, yeah.
It was English, right? So I wasn't like exposed to Afrikaans. And I'm like, what? I don't understand what you're saying, right? Can you speak English, please, right? And it was always like that. I mean, I felt so out of place.
Heavy.
I felt so out of place. But then I saw the skills that Whitey had, and then it's like, Whitey's got it, Whitey's got it. That's one regret I have. Oh, he's stopping soccer.
Serious.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop though?
I went to, can I say the name of the high school?
You can.
Sax. I went to Sax High School, right?
Okay.
It was now. That time.
Haven't they got a soccer team?
No, that time still model season. You know, like model C, you know?
Yeah, I
Remember?
remember. And soccer was.
So I went there. So soccer, you couldn't play soccer.
Was it rugby? It was hockey?
It was rugby and hockey.
Yeah.
Right?
Same on my side. They never had soccer at our school.
And you had to do the winter sport.
Yeah, you had to do.
And the winter sport was played on a Saturday. So I was like, okay, so I'm playing rugby now. And I didn't enjoy rugby that much.
Skulk.
I still, no, I was definitely not a scout.
What position did you play?
I started off as lock.
No.
Because I was obviously tall
Yeah.
at that time. But I hated lock.
No.
I went to, so in standard 4, right? That just shows how old I am. Maybe
Yeah.
standard still, right?
Grade 6. Grade 6.
I was always like +2. Grade 6, right? So I left my school, York Road, right? In standard 4. I'm just going to say standards, right?
Yeah.
Standard 4, right? And then I went to prepare myself for high school. I went to like a Model C school,
Okay.
Roundabout East.
Okay.
And they had rugby there, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to play rugby. So I said, okay, whoever wants to play rugby must come to the hall. So I go to the hall.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm tall, right? So like, okay, you lock. I'm like, okay. What the hell is lock, bro? I was like, I didn't know nothing about rugby, right? What the hell is a lock? Okay. Then they go to training. They show you, okay, you do this. This is you there in the scrum sticky, there in between the props. I'm like, okay. You must put your hand in between the legs. I'm like, okay. In your scrum, lock must hold. And
yes.
I was like, okay. So we practice. Dude, my first game that I play, yeah, Newlands, bro. Newlands, no?
Holy shit.
Against like Langa. It was Langa or something like that, bro. Under 13, right?
Yeah.
Those lighties come on the field, bro. Do you think they under 13? I was like, nooit, me, bro.
Are you serious?
Those not 13 years old, bro.
How old did they look?
Dude, that's like probably 16-year-old, bro.
Wow.
I was like, and I don't know if they maybe, because, I don't know if they failed a few years.
Yeah.
Because, most education wasn't.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. But even my dad was like, yo, they were not under 13, bro. And that Owens just ran us stuck in there, bro.
Serious.
I was like,
Where did you play the Newlands though?
I did, bro. My
Yeah.
first game.
Yeah.
Good experience.
Yeah.
I basically just ran. I was running that way, okay. I just ran that way. Put my head here, okay. I was like, yeah, dude. But then, like, obviously, the more you play, it's like, okay, this is what I must do. This is what, okay. Then I went to high school, and then you're like, okay, this is not high school rugby, now it's boots, bro.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, okay, again, I made a team, lock again. But I didn't enjoy it, man. It just
heart wasn't
wasn't.
there.
My heart wasn't there, dude.
Yeah.
My heart, like that time was cricket, right?
yeah.
I was like, my cricket was my game, bro.
Yeah.
And then I played cricket, and then I played rugby in winter, and then I remember once I tried to tackle someone, man, right? And they got me here by my. As I went for a tackle, they knocked my arm back, man. And I damaged the tendons in my elbow. And then they told me, like, look, you need to make, because that was under 16. And they said, you need to make a decision. You're at that stage now where you need to focus on one sport. If you want to take the sport serious.
Serious, yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm not going to play rugby anymore. I'm going to focus on cricket. And then I stopped, and then I was like, for my last year in high school, bro, I was like, nah, I'm gonna play again, man. Because it's my last, I'm not gonna go play again like outside of school. I'm not that passionate about rugby. And then I played it, bro. And then I was like, wait, I'm gonna try center. I'm gonna try to play center.
Shit.
I was like, because center's more action, man.
It is a lot more action.
You know what I mean? It's not just you running and removing people, and so other people can run with the ball.
Yeah.
So I check, okay,
Jumping the line out.
Because obviously now everybody, like, you're still taller than everybody.
Yeah.
But they kind of like grow up, man.
Yeah.
So center would have worked still with
Yeah.
me, right? And I played center, bro, and I played fourth team. But that was the best because it's not that pressure, man. You know what I mean? It's you playing it to have fun.
Fun, yes.
You know, it's not like, you're playing first team, we must win.
Yeah.
It's like, you must win. but you enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to take it
Yeah.
so serious. And that was liquor.
That's liquor.
But I still wish I could have played soccer. Yeah.
I played soccer in matric, but like indoor soccer, and then at school I played hockey. Hockey, yeah.
Aren't you scared? Are you gonna hit your teeth out with that ball?
We never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh no, we did, because a lot of balls like they hit my one friend here in the neck, like ball came flying. Because the thing is, you're not supposed to hit the ball if they're so high. They're both supposed to be on the ground.
Yeah, but it's always...
So yeah, and then there's odd occasions the ball will fly, hit your knee or.
But what about when they do that penalty thing from the corner,
Oh yeah.
right? And then everybody stands on the goal line.
Oh yeah.
Then the person passes it, and then it was like, he come with no man. But
It's supposed to be on the ground. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be
But they
hitting
didn't.
on the ground.
they always scoop them.
Okay, a scoop is different. But like if you pass the ball, generally if I pass the ball to you, let's say we're standing, you over there in that corner,
Yeah.
and then I pass to you, we're generally gonna keep it on the ground. We're not gonna move it and sky ball, because it's hard for you to bring it down, so to say, and control the ball with a stick if it's in the air.
Yeah, dude.
So
If I was like, nah, I'll be the guy with all the padding. I'll be the goalie.
The goalie,
yeah, I'll be
yeah.
the goalie.
Goalie.
That'll be my boss. Good, yeah.
that's the only reason I didn't want to play right link, which is like right back.
Mhm.
Is not right link. What's right link? Is it right? What? No, I was right link. What was the position behind me? The right back guy. But I was like the wing, the right wing, basically. I think it's called the right link. I can't even remember. But I didn't want to play like defender because of those corners. I have to stand in the row, and I have to like stand there
so-
while the ball comes hitting. Nah, I was like, nah, I'm not playing that game.
Wait, but you see ook coming in. You all know, thank you.
I'd rather be the Brian in the midfield that runs up and down, up and down. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
It's important. So important. I think I only got one.
I'm gonna put my phone off.
I think I only got one message so far. I think it was on News 24. Like,
I'm gonna put my phone off. I normally have it on flight mode, I don't know. Just forgot to do it now.
that's what happened. You want to show you. That's fine. I understand. We're in the streets, you know. You're popular in the streets.
Dude, like, did you see that photo? Usman and what's that former light heavyweight champion, standing off. What's his name, man?
Not Chandler.
No.
It was something with Chandler also.
Light heavyweight.
Oh, light heavyweight.
Yeah. What's the guy that
Luke Rockhold.
No.
Rockhold?
The one that Glover beat to be champion. What's his name?
So here's my thing with MMA at the moment, right?
Yeah.
I used to love watching
You
it.
used to love.
Yeah, dude. I'm very honest. I kind of like lost that I don't want to say passion, because I still want to see what happens. I still want to see the results, right?
Say it isn't so, Lyndon.
It became too much, man. There was just too much shows and too many people to keep up with. And then I was like, wait, who are you? Why are you so now all of a sudden like a prospect? And I couldn't keep up. Whereas when we first started, right?
Yeah.
We used to watch, you know. At when it was still like UFC 100.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't fight night.
Exactly. I started with UFC 80, I think, something like that, right? And I watched. I still got someone put it for me on a disc. I remember, right?
It was me, I think.
That could have been.
Put on a flash or something.
I remember I still spoke to you once about it,
yeah.
right? And you were like, no, I think you asked me for it once, man. Or you saw me with it, right?
Is it?
And you watched it and you were like, nah, like that wasn't your thing, right? And I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, I think you watched it again, and then you started talking about it. And we started talking like, okay, so I'm like, okay, now this is into it. And we started talking, right? But like, someone gave me these discs, right, with UFC. I don't know who it was, right? And I was like, yo, this is like, because I always thought, you know, cage fighting like barbaric type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I was like, and I was this person, I didn't like fighting, right? I didn't like watching people fight. Boxing was alright.
Yeah.
But like, even people fighting in the streets and things like that, I didn't like seeing it because, what if they die? That was always my thing. I don't want to see people die, right? And then I thought, wait, man, I must kind of like, I need to almost like man up and kind of like get used to seeing this type of stuff because if something goes down,
Yeah.
right, I got a family. I need to
Exactly.
kind of like get
Protect.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna start watching this. I was like, holy caps, this is actually like
Exciting.
exciting, and this is when it was like really exciting because it wasn't so technical,
Yeah.
right?
It was
And-
easy to get submissions.
Exactly, and everybody just went there to they weren't
put
worried
on a
about
show.
exactly, they weren't worried about getting dropped
Ah.
from the organization and things like that, right? And I was like, yo, this is like so exciting, this is like so much fun. And then I started watching, and I'm like, wait, there was more, there was before that, it was like Pride. Because they showed some highlights from Pride, so like,
and
oh,
Invicta.
exactly, and that's like,
WEC.
I was like, yo, this is like so interesting. And then I started like watching,
really
following,
paying
dude,
attention.
going onto the websites because they didn't have it yet. Right?
MMA Junkie and
No, it's before. I think it was
Before
even
MMA
before that,
Junkie.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I only knew of the actual UFC, and at that time they were building up to UFC 100 still,
oh wow.
right? But obviously, I'm like Frank Mir, and I was like, hold on, because I was like a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I was like a heavy wrestling fan. And I was like, yeah, where's Brock Lesnar? And I was like, oh wait, hold on. Then I heard Brock Lesnar was doing NFL, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Then I heard no, Brock Lesnar's doing this fighting, man.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so this is where Brock Lesnar is, right? And then I started watching. I tried to get stuff like get things from people, you know, to like watch previous episodes type of thing. And then I was like, oh, this is so interesting. And then I watched UFC 100, dude, and I was like, wow. And I was like, Frank Mir, oh, this bruh's so cool.
Bone Collector.
I was like, this bruh's so cool, man, bro. Right? And like Brock Lesnar, like, okay, we knew Brock Lesnar was, and you supported Brock Lesnar because you knew him, right?
Yeah, from WWE
From
days.
WWE days,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, okay, Brock Lesnar.
And he was
cool.
flipping good. man.
Exactly, dude.
Yo.
But look, he was a beast, bruh. I mean,
Yeah.
and he had that.
But how he transitioned like that, like.
But he was a wrestler from
that's true.
from,
Yeah, that background.
You had to see him then. He did that whole jumping even like he used to do that like
yeah.
when he used to do school wrestling still and college wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Then I started watching it, and then it like became so mainstream, right? And I was like, then they started doing fight nights. Then they started
Fox
getting
and
more people
ESPN.
in. I still used to like follow, and then I was like, then the event started getting like boring. Like even the people were like complaining because the Owens don't want to engage because they scared they lose, they get cut, right? And then
Get
it's
more
like
decisions now.
exactly now your Jiu-Jitsu Owens is coming in, right? And like I don't have an issue with that, but it's like it just like lost that excitement.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you knew like whenever you saw UFC, it was going to be a special.
Exactly, and
occasion,
like
man.
the Owens don't want to engage.
Yeah.
You know, they like stand off because they're scared, right?
They're point fighting. Baby.
Exactly, and it's no more like the stand-up game isn't there anymore. Like a lot of Owens, like jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and there's nothing wrong. It's just for me, it just wasn't as exciting.
Exciting, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's also probably because I'm not a wrestler and I'm not a jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
artist, so I maybe don't understand the technical aspects that's happening there. So maybe I don't appreciate it as
Yeah.
more. So for me, that's like I like lost interest type of thing. I'll still go and like, oh, okay, you fighting.
Yes.
And when it's like big events,
Yeah.
and then I'll watch, right?
yeah.
Because like if you watch too much, you like lose that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You lose that
Yeah.
that excitement, man.
Yeah.
So okay, he fought, he got knocked down again. But like if Conor fights,
Oh yeah.
right, and like, I'm getting up. I wanna watch him lose, right? I'm not a
shit.
Conor fan. I'm not a Conor fan. Right?
Yeah.
I appreciate what he did for the sport, but I think he also had a negative effect on the sport because
Why?
there's a lot of guys that try to imitate, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
All the trash talking.
yes,
Yeah.
and the cockiness.
But remember, Chael Sonnen is the father of that. Nah?
Yeah, bro.
He's the one that
Yeah.
brought that to WWE. I
He-
mean,
to-
to MMA. To MMA.
Yeah, but Conor,
He took
no, the difference with Conor was, you know, he, like, remember he fought Jose, right? I was like, Jose Aldo is going to whoop this, bruh. He's going to kill this, bruh. Anybody was saying, Jose is going to kill this bruh, not knowing like the effect that this bruh is having mentally.
psychologically,
Exactly,
yeah.
and I appreciate that, right? Because no one did that before, right? Like Child did it, right? And he almost succeeded
Almost.
with Anderson Silva, right?
Almost, yeah.
But McGregor actually pulled it off, bruh.
You
No
see-
one thought he was gonna pull that off.
You see, what the thing is with Chael, he was at least still funny. Like, he wasn't
Yeah.
outright disrespecting like Conor did.
Yeah, but
Conor just took it to that next level.
exactly,
yeah.
but that's the thing, because it worked for Jose. Now you try and take it to the next level. Now the next opponent, for instance, Khabib.
yeah.
He's aware, right? And stuff like that doesn't
Yeah.
normally keep doing, right? Right? And then he takes it that step too far, dude. You start talking about people's parents, you start talking about wives, you start talking about religion, bro. When religion comes into it, right, then I'm like, nah, I'm out. I don't appreciate that at all, bro. Because that's your personal choice,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? You don't do that type
Yeah.
of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then Khabib fought him, dude. And I got upright.
Talk
I was
shit
like,
now.
Exactly.
Talk shit now. Talk
I
shit.
was like, look, I always liked Khabib, nah,
Yeah.
dude. And I really liked him when, that time when Conor threw that.
Oh, that wheelie against the
Exactly.
bus.
And he's like,
Now, okay,
"No."
now that, you know, that
Dude,
that was
but-
fucked up.
But
that,
I don't know if you watched the inside clip
I didn't see it.
of in the bus, right? When Khabib's like, no, let me go. You remember Conor had the whole army there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, no, let me go out.
Really?
Dude, he was like, let me go out. And but I was not scared at all, bro.
Wow.
I was like,
Wow.
this is next level warrior, my bro.
Wow.
Because look, some people always be like, nah, my bro, like,
Yeah.
check all this, bro's manskap,
Yeah.
I'm man alone. But I was like, nah. And then I was like, no, please don't go out. He's like, no, he wants me, no, let me go.
Exactly,
I was like,
exactly.
yo, dude. That dude was so quiet. And then he did what he did.
We did what it
He
did.
did what he did. That's one, if he must come back, I'll get up again, dude, to watch him.
The thing about all these events, I don't watch all of them. I make a point to watch the main UFC cards.
the numbers.
The numbers, yeah. And let's say Holly Holm was fighting on Fox.
Yes.
Then I'll watch that, but I'll only watch her fight.
Okay.
But I won't watch the whole fucking thing and prelims and all that cack and the whole
It's
card.
too much,
It's
man.
too much,
It's too many events.
Yeah, and obviously you want to do other shit also. You don't want to spend all your time watching MMA. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I'll only like let's. I think Misha Tate is fighting
Yes.
this weekend, tonight or
It's
something.
flyweight now or something like
Dude, I
that.
saw. Did you see a photo of her in flyweight?
Yes.
Bro, like I saw her getting
What
on
do
the
you
scale.
think? What do you think?
Dude, nah. I'm sorry.
It's not healthy now.
Look, I love Misha Tate. She's a wonderful fighter. She's done amazing things for the sport. She was a champion. But to go from bantamweight to flyweight and to see her looking like that, it just looks for me unhealthy.
Yes. Even the one with Conor. I don't know if there was a picture just going around
when
when
he went
lost.
to-
Dude, we also had to.
I think it was flyweight back then.
So he lost that weight.
Was it featherweight? Sorry, it was featherweit.
Dude, it all looks like so. These cheekbones
that
and I
death
was
face.
Like, and then he's like, I'm like,
Ew.
dude, you still got energy
And
on.
then people wonder why he switched divisions. Dude, that was killing
But
him.
have you seen? There was like a mini documentary on Cyborg. For the Cyborg,
Really?
how she loses weight, bruh. What she
Yes.
goes through.
Oh, I saw that, yeah. It basically exposes the industry. She went to
Yo,
weight cutting
dude.
industry, yeah.
I was like, nah, bruh. This cannot. I understand you need to be big for division, right? But
No.
that's not healthy. Sitting there, bruh, and that's
it's
tough.
like-
Owen, that's tough people, bruh.
Dude.
And they sitting there crying like a baby, bruh, going through this. I was like,
Dude, have you ever like, okay, I haven't cut weight to that, but I've done this thing that bodybuilders do when they do like shows, bodybuilding shows,
Mm-hmm.
right? I just went through this process where they cut out carbs and they cut water. and Water. Dude, like, you cut, like you first like, they call water load. So
Mm-hmm.
you drink like between 7 and 11 liters of water a day. Like,
oh god, I started
Yeah.
with 3, dude. Yo,
so your water load, hold on.
don't drown.
And then, in that period when you're water loading, it was like no carbs, nothing, because you want to teach your body to take whatever water it is and just piss it out. So your body's getting used to taking water. This is about for 2 weeks, right? Okay. And then in the last week, let's say the last 3 days, you taper off. So let's say on 7 liters of water a day, you go to, let's say 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then nothing.
For how long?
And
The nothing.
the nothing is for 1 day. And just in that period when you're tapering off, you're starting to load your carbs up again. So you are losing water, you're losing water, you're losing water, you're losing water.
Is that healthy?
I would never do that again.
Yo, dude.
Never. I feel like I was gonna die.
No, dude. No, thank
I
you.
would never do that again. Never.
Oh, you smell make me thirsty, like, yo. Just saying, like, you can't have water, like,
Dude, no, and I don't understand, like, and then, but you obviously learn that that's not the only way to lose water, and that's just not healthy, because like your brain needs water as well, your organs need water, because like, remember you are consuming a high amount of protein, and your organs need water to process all of that protein. Now you're not feeding your organs, and dude, I can't even explain the way I felt, dude. It's not pleasant.
and your pee must stink.
Dude. No,
Yo, so that not drinking water?
No, remember, no, like, your body still has water from those days when you were loading. So it's not like it's coming out yellow or something. It's not like that.
Orange.
It's still coming out white because getting rid of all the water, because now your body's trained to just pee because it thinks it's going to get more water all the time. So you're just trying to trick your body now into basically saying, like, get rid of the water, because you want that dry look, so your muscles have that insane definition and stuff. And that's why you see all those people on the scale when they do weights, like Connor, he looked shredded, right? When he was like, what was it, featherweight?
I can't even remember.
Yeah, he looked shredded, but the way he felt, dude, like, if he were to, like, let's say on that day when he weighs in and he goes fight, he'll never make it. He'll never make one round.
But you used, like, but that's not like one championship. A lot of people's going to one championship.
Yeah, where they do that water, what do they call it?
They like weigh you like, it's like your as is weight. Man,
Yes, they do this testing.
Exactly, right?
To see what your true weight is.
Exactly. Have you watched one championship?
I have.
Dude, it's so exciting.
It is.
It's so, and the nice thing is,
there's less rules there.
exactly. Well, yeah, but it's like it's a variety, man.
Yeah.
So like they do
Jiu-jitsu fights.
They do jiu-jitsu fights. They do grappling. They do kickboxing. They do MMA.
Yeah.
They do special fights. I don't know if you've ever seen a special.
Yeah.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, those guys are. Oh, those guys are hardcore now.
They
I
are.
always thought they're like a lesser organization,
No, I
like
wouldn't
for
say-
fighters wise.
Yeah.
But when I see some of those guys fight, dude, I'm like, wow. And they fly under the radar now because
Yeah.
obviously you think, UFC.
Yeah,
UFC
because
must be
UFC
the
has a
best.
big name.
Exactly, but you see some of those people. Next level.
Sure.
I even follow like karate combat.
Oh, is it?
Bas Rutten.
Oh, yeah.
He's most
Bas Rutten.
Bas, yeah. He's got that thing where they fight like I don't even know how to call it. That's so weird, but it's like karate, man.
Yeah?
Right? GSP is there also.
Really?
He's there and
Wait, does he fight or is he just...
No. He's
just
like
watching or commentating or...
yeah,
Oh.
right, and he gives like training tips and
Oh,
things
that's
like that.
cool.
Because that's like more karate based.
Yeah,
karate.
he's most Kyokushin, né?
Kyokushin, yeah.
Kyokushin is
Kyokushin, yeah.
Okay.
I did that
Oh, you did it?
with can I mention names?
Oh, Sherry.
Yo,
Yeah.
that lady's a beast.
She's
man.
a monster.
Yo, she's a beast now.
Yeah.
Yo, but she was so quiet.
Yeah.
It was so lekker. But I actually took my daughter there, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm here. I might as well
Yeah.
do it right. I told no one. Like no one is in like obviously my wife and then my daughter knew, but like my mom and my dad and my brother, my cousins, no one knew, dude.
Wow.
Right? And I thought, okay. And then I remember we graded. Yo, dude. It was torture.
Really?
But it's like that rewarding feeling. You know, when you like push yourself through that.
Yes.
And then when she gives you your certificate and your new belt.
New
dude,
belt,
I'm like,
yeah.
I did it.
I did it,
I just wanted to do one, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I did it. I got to the next
Yeah.
part. And then my daughter's like, I think she started high school. And she didn't have the time.
Okay.
And I was like, because I felt that connection going there with
because
her. When I went on my own, it was like,
my father and daughter.
exactly,
bonding.
it's
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it's not the same. But I went like today, right? Before I came to you, I went to
Yeah.
a fundraiser,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Study went to a fundraiser, Top Gym
Mm.
in, I say where?
Yeah.
Grassy Park, right? Guys must check
Yeah.
those guys out. I walked in, dude, and they were rolling jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then I was like, because I always thought to myself, like, I want to try, man, but it looks so intimidating. And I walked in, dude, I was like, okay, now it really looks intimidating. Because those ones, like, dude, heavy days rolling, right?
Serious.
And, like, but they were very, no, they look so, like, heavy days, right? But they're such nice people.
Yeah.
So friendly, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you be so friendly, right? And, like, so, like,
An assassin.
yo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you guys must come, don't worry. Because I went once to a gym. I'm not going to write names. I went to a gym once to try it, no?
Yeah.
Dude, and those people, they didn't train you any technique,
Sure.
right? And it was like, okay, we're going to, did some exercises. And they were like, okay, we're going to roll. And they put me with this massive guy, right? That's obviously been doing it for a couple of years. And this is my first time. And we rolled, dude. And I know nothing, right? And it was such a crap experience because, like, I got the guy down, right? I tripped him and I got on top of him. And I'm like, yes! Like in my brain.
Yeah.
And then I blinked and then I looked again. I was on my back. And I was like, huh?
Oh, he swept you.
Yo, dude. I was like, how did I get here? Like, what? And then he just laid on me. Because he's a big dude, right? Because obviously I'm a big dude. So he's a big dude. They put us together.
just made you- he
and
made
he
a
just did
blanket.
this, right? He just laid like that on me. And I was like, what do I
You
do?
can't get off.
No, now, if you don't know what to do, obviously you're not going to enjoy yourself. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. But then they said, no, we don't do that. We teach you technique, and then you roll. And then you practice that technique that you
Yes.
learned in the roll, type of,
Yeah.
like while you're rolling type
But
of
that
thing.
makes more
And those
sense.
guys teach you, man. Because I was like, I was looking there and like, I'm saying, why is this own stopping? And then like, you actually see that, I was like, you must try and like get
Oh,
here. And
that's
I was
cool.
like,
To give
okay,
you
so you're
tips,
actually
yeah.
tipping, like teaching the bra to get you into
Yeah.
a submission.
Yeah.
But those guys are, next level, bro.
Is it?
Yo, Coach Eddie, you don't even really know me, right? But
Okay.
bro, he actually went to, I think, Thailand
Oh, yeah?
to get his
Oh, wow.
black belt, dude. 'Cause he's not local, bro. He
Wow.
actually flew to get his, so he's
That's
legit,
dope.
bro.
That's dope.
Legit. I don't know if it was somewhere overseas. And I was like, those bros.
Yeah.
Why, bro?
That's
So they got a girl in the Warsaw, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this girl, she's going to now.
Abu
She
Dhabi?
killed. No one wants to face her, right?
Is it?
In jiu-jitsu tournaments, right? There's no one that wants to in her age group, so she
Yeah.
has to go move up every time, right? So
Oh,
she's fighting
wow.
girls as
How
like
old is she?
she's 13, maybe 14.
Is it?
And she's fighting girls at 16,
Whoa.
right? And she's taking him out, dude. She won now. She did a Western South African MMA,
Oh, yeah?
and she won that. She fought the girl that's like much older than her. Won her. And now she's gonna go fight in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Right? Abu Dhabi, dude.
That's
To
amazing.
represent South Africa. But the
That's
crap thing
amazing.
is, right? They don't sponsor, they don't give nothing. So she
Yes.
must find her own
On
way
her
to get
own.
it. So that's why they have like the fundraisers,
Yeah.
right? And that's why I put the stuff on my status,
Oh, he did?
like for people to, to donate, like anything,
Oh.
like just to help and like support them. And, but dude, this
Why don't you mention where people can help and support now?
check my status.
That's not gonna help, bro.
I don't know. Maybe I must give you, and you can attach it to the
Okay, we'll do.
the video. I can't
Okay.
remember at the
Can't
moment.
remember. Okay.
Yeah, I don't play chess. So I don't read books. So I'm not a clever guy. But now that she's
It's talented.
dude, next level.
Yeah. I hope she does well over there, man.
I tell her father, right? I was
Yeah.
like, Ollie, you can't give this girl hiding anymore. Bro.
Oh,
He's like, because okay, he does jiu-jitsu also.
Oh,
so he's
oh,
like,
is it?
no, I can still give her hidings, but mommy can't give her hidings.
I put it in the guillotine.
Mommy can't give her hidings anymore. When you give her hiding, she also look at the mommy like, okay. How about this girl? And she's so like like meek, man. She looks like a yo, but when she fights, dude.
Yeah.
Ah,
But that's
no.
but
No,
that's the thing
Asha.
about but that's the
Yo.
thing about people who do martial arts, man. And like even like some of like those big gym guys and stuff, man. You know, people who know how to use their body and have control who have control of the aggression and the emotions, man.
Yes.
Like it's you never find that they man, like this aggressive, this they're rude and you know trying to you know, have the sense of ego, this big ego, and trying to show you that I'm quiet. And it's always the nicest people.
That's one thing I learned about MMA. Size sometimes, like I'm talking about now, not like MMA fighting, right? Talking about fighting in general, like people fight in the streets, right? You look at some of the bigger ones, right? They're big and they're massive and they like muscular, but they don't know how to fight.
They don't know how to
fight.
fight.
You can't throw a punch properly.
I've seen that a lot, dude.
Yes,
like,
dude.
I've seen like grown men on a punching bag, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is the grown man."
And that's the thing, like you like those guys, they like what do you say to me? What? And I'm like, I realize like you can be big, right? But you might not be able to fight. So chance I can still be able to take you down. Like, even if I don't fight regularly, right? At least you know there's certain stuff that you can do, right? To take this, but right? It's that thin Owens, dude. And I'm like,
hold up. It's like if something goes down, I already have this path that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Like,
but you know, like I used to think that as well, right? And then I realized you actually don't know how you're going to react if you get punched. You know what I mean? Like I was there, yo, if this brother smack me, I'll smack him back and I'll punch him.
No.
But
It's
that
like,
can smack
it's
you,
like
right?
Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Exactly, dude. And then you're like, you know what now? I like life. I like life. I think I'm just gonna back off. And sometimes you need to back off because these guys are there, dude. Like, fighting should be your last option.
No, true. But
Really?
if some shit goes down, you need to have an idea of how you're gonna defend yourself. How this is, if this happens, do this.
Exactly. And especially like me with girls, right? I got two girls.
Yeah.
I don't know what trouble they're gonna get into one day. Or even with my wife, someone's gonna come and approach you or something, dude.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You must know something. At least have the knowledge. You might not have the practice. You don't go out there and fight everybody.
Yeah.
But you must have some kind of knowledge to like, okay, do this. I was even looking at what's it, Krav Maga.
Oh yeah.
I thought, but that owns this. That's also like they put a gun to your head and then you bow.
Oh yeah, that type of self-defense.
Exactly, but I always thought to myself, you know what? If someone puts a gun to my head, unless they like really like they're gonna kill you now, right? You do something, but you always like.
I honestly think like the best thing you can do for that type of situation or any situation when defending yourself is jiu-jitsu, grappling. That shit, dude.
But
you can de-escalate something so easily.
Yeah, but like I also learned, right, like the legit Krav Maga. What's Krav Maga?
Yeah.
Dude, they actually like if someone threatens you, bro, they like train to take you out. So like hit the throat.
Oh,
you dead, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like punch the nose up into they teach you that's survival, bro. Because obviously that was like taught to the Israeli men to fight in the war.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So now obviously they adapted to
real life situations.
To real life situations where maybe not always like you don't want to kill the bro.
Yeah.
I mean that should be like your last option.
Don't kill him.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to kill anybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Unless I'm really fighting for my life type of thing.
When I was in Croatia, I saw a lot of those gyms.
Yeah, but I see there's a lot here, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting, but I don't know if I want to go that way. I would always like if someone holds a gun to my head, dude, I'll be like, okay, back off.
Yeah, just take my shit.
I'm not gonna do like that suburban survival.
That's cock funny.
I don't be there, dude. I was like, how are you alive, dude? Like,
there was this one, like a friend of mine. He was like, I don't know what happened at this. I think it was a Robert or Stop Street. Something happened, and this bra got upset, and then started following him all the way, and he's on his way home. And he was like, he's not gonna go home now with
No,
the
he
plaster on
can't.
his tail.
Yeah.
And he went somewhere and he just stopped because it's like, this brother's not gonna leave, so he's gonna stop and pull over.
Mm.
This brother got out all aggressive. It was a moorse, brah, a moorse, like boer, and he's coming to him and blah blah blah, and he put his hands on him, on my friend, right? And when he did that, my friend gave one punch, my bro, knocked his brother out, my bro.
Yeah,
And they got up again. He was all groggy and stuff because he wanted to come back. Hit him again, poof, unconscious. Got in his car, went. And he's not a big guy at all, no, my friend. He's not like, he wasn't even half the size of
Yeah.
me. And it did one punch knockout power, bro.
But you see, that's the thing, dude.
One punch knockout power.
You never know, man.
That's the thing. You never know.
You never know, dude. Like, you must be so careful, like, to go towards people and then.
Exactly.
You don't know what training that dude has.
Exactly.
You don't even know what they have on him.
That's the thing. That's the
Oh, the
thing.
guy pulls a gun out. For what?
For what?
For what, dude? No, thank you. Go to church, people. Go to church.
You wanted to tell me something. You said, like, when you walked in, you said you're going to say something on the podcast about...
No, it was about you sending me directions and saying,
Oh.
I was like, think I can't afford data?
Was it
I
about
was
that?
like, you think I can't afford data? I was like, look at this, bro. I was like really?
Oh,
I can't afford data.
But my man, thank you for coming.
Nah,
I appreciate
cool.
you, man. Thank you,
Cool.
bro.
Next time when I'm on, I'm gonna be 20 kilos lighter. I'm gonna read some books, play some chess.
Where can people find you on social media if you want them to find you?
Yo, what's my the real Lyndon Collison Instagram?
Instagram, yeah?
YouTube, I have a channel but it's not set up yet.
Okay.
So I don't even bother. Next time when I come on,
Yeah, you're going to start punting it.
I'll have
Putting it out there
10,000
in the
I'll have
streets.
10,000 subscribers.
There you
already.
go. There you go.
I'll be 20 kilos lighter. Maybe I'll be bald.
Hey, Samson can't cut off his head.
Yeah, no ways. Samson must be strong, man. He's strong like a thumb. Oh, that's awesome.
But thank you for coming,
I
man.
feel so much
appreciate
more.
it.
I was like very stressed with that. I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Like,
Really?
we just talk, man.
Yeah, man.
Like on the streets.
There's never been like an occasion when I've been having a podcast or an episode where there's like, what next? It's never been. We just talk. We just hit the record button and we go.
And the ladies.
Don't listen to this guy.
He's a clever guy.
This guy,
Clever guy.
We
Read
should,
books. Plays chess.
we should end this right here.
Plays chess.
We should-
Don't you edit this out. Don't you edit this out. Plays chess. Clever guy.
this guy.
Reads Daniel Steele.
I used to fuck that.
Daniel Eden Boone. What's her name?
What?
Those Boone books.
No. I never read those books.
Don't lie. I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in his eyes, people. Lies.
No, this guy. Well, thank you, my man. I
That was
appreciate
awesome.
you, man.
That was
Thank you,
awesome.
man.
It was awesome.
Let's do it again sometime.
Till next time, when I eat a Gatsby, I can't keep up with you guys in Gatsby. No, thank you. I can't keep up with you guys. Samosa challenge. There we go. It's smaller. That's cool.
Yeah, man. But thank you, my man.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Till next time.
Till next time.
It was good.
What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in these streets.